Just starting out at the Journey's End parking lot over there. Just got dropped off by Tup's parents. And heading into Journey's End camp at least. I'd hoped to get here earlier, but not how the day played out. Nice little spot on the Journey's End trail. Just a short ways in. Tup noticed this, so figured I'd take a little video of it. We've come to our first stream crossing on the Journey's End trail. Tup is up ahead there. She found where the trail crosses the stream. And goes up over there, up those stairs. We're probably, if I remember, we're pretty close to Journey's End camp when we get to this stream. We have arrived at Journey's End camp, which for us is the beginning of our journey. Very nice cabin here. We are continuing past Journey's End camp. Looked at it briefly, and half a mile to the beginning or end, depending on how you look at it, of the long trail. The northern terminus of the long trail. There.
We're gonna go find Canada, eh?
Yep, we're gonna go find Canada. Tupt is trying to pick her way through the mud here, trying to keep dry feet for at least a little bit, but if the Journey's End trail is any indicator, and it's not much of a surprise, we're in for a muddy trail. We are about to reach the end of the Journey's End trail, and pretty soon we'll be coming out on the long trail, just a little bit further here. Only 3 years ago it took us 26 days to get here. Say it's only taken a little over an hour. Wonder why that is. Could be that it's only because we hiked a mile and 3/10 to get here. We have reached the northern terminus of the long trail. Somebody put some painted signs there, LT24. I don't know if they carried those rocks all the way. Ooh, as I fall down on my way to the obelisk, there's my first fall of the trail. And there is the Canadian border. You can see the swath that they have cut up through there. That's marking the border of Canada and the United States. And this marks the beginning of our journey. We are taking our first official steps on our southbound through hike of the long trail.
Journey's End to end.
And this is the official northern terminus sign.
You can walk from here to there. You can play it in end to end, right?
As soon as you get to the sign that says Southern Terminus on the other end, you've gotten to the end. Only 273 miles to go. Ish. It is 10 after 4 o'clock this afternoon. We have 4.4 miles to try to get to Shooting Star Shelter. Got to go up over Carlton Mountain and down to J Pass, I believe it is, Route 105. Not sure if that's J Pass, but Route 105. And then back up over another mountain, I don't remember its name, and see if we can get there before dark. Wish us luck. Our first blowdown of many, I'm sure. Unfortunately, it's hard to see. Tupt is on the other side of what would be on the trail, but it is usually try to stay on the trail best we can. Unfortunately, there's no good way to get through that blowdown, so we're going around it. Do our best to stay on trail and follow, leave no trace whenever we can, but that is, yeah, not just, we'll often try to clear a blowdown if we can, but that is not going to be moved by the two of us. So Tupt is in the southern half of the northern hemisphere. I'm in the northern half.
Because, how do we know?
We are currently
GPS.
well, we don't have a GPS, well, not using GPS at this moment. We are exactly halfway between the equator and the North Pole. Latitude 45 degrees.
Fun fact.
I don't know as though I'm gonna count all of, or video all of these, but I'm counting blowdowns as we go. That's number 2. We have reached the summit of Carlton Mountain, 2,670 feet. First of many climbs. There's a lookout. In the past, I don't believe there's much of a view, but I'll go take a peek. And we'll find out together. Because I've heard there's not much of a view, but and I think what I've heard is correct. You know, a little bit of a peek through the trees. Another sign for Carlton Mountain. Yeah, I'm not going any further to look for a view. Not much of a trail that way. So there's a little bit of a peak back where Tupt is, where you can kind of see through the trees a little bit, but not much.
Look out, I see the sun.
There you kind of, if I zoom through, you can kind of see a little bit of a view. Our descent down Carlton Mountain is a little slick and a little steep. We'll see much steeper ahead, but for today, this is some steep stuff that we're seeing. Today is Wednesday, July 3rd. It's Tup's birthday today. So what a nice husband, I take her out on a through hike on her birthday.
Quality time.
Quality time, we're getting together. We are, even though I'm doing this kind of more like the intro, we're a ways in. Almost to Route 105. It's going as well as it can for your first day on a hike. And I'm fairly confident we can get to Shooting Star before it gets totally dark. Hoping, praying there'll be space in the shelter, but we've got a tent with us and try and find a spot to set it up if we have to. We are coming down to North J Pass, Vermont 105. our first road crossing. Won't be crossing another road for a couple days now. We just crossed Route 105. We have 1.7 miles left to Shooting Star Shelter. We've done 2.7 miles on the trail in the last 2 hours, so not a terrible pace. And so I'm pretty confident we're gonna make it to the shelter before dark. Top's been counting amphibian reptiles, and there's a big toad. First one I've been able to get on camera. This is number 11?
Yep.
Number 11 so far. We've reached the summit of Burnt Mountain. If you look over the trees, there's a little bit of view, but not a very broad view. Nice nonetheless. Starting our descent down Burnt Mountain. We've got, let's see, I think half a mile to Shooting Star. We will definitely get there before dark. Now the question is, will we beat the rain? Looks like there's a storm coming. Feels like there is with the wind blowing. We'll see. As we make our way down Burnt Mountain towards Shooting Star Shelter, I figured I'd bring you a trail fact or trail term. I try to do this each day on the trail. So today I'm going to talk about SOBO or NOBO. You'll hear us using that terminology a lot. It's just an acronym. SOBO means southbound, which is what we are doing. We started at northern terminus of a trail and are heading southbound to the southern terminus. So we are SOBO. When we hiked in 2021, we were NOBO or northbound because we started at the southern terminus in Massachusetts and hiked up to Canada. We are just about to the shelter. It's just over those next rocks there. We'll see if there's anybody there. If there isn't, we'll show you the shelter. Our day one recap, we started out at the Journey's End parking lot around 2:45. Made it to Shooting Star last night around 7:45. There was one other hiker here. His name was Dreamer, and he's a nice fella. We tried to be quiet as we were getting ready for bed, and it was a good first day. And
The rain held off until we got here, so that was nice.
Yep, and actually mostly held off until we got to bed. And look forward to trying to get up over Jay Peak today.